I look rough. Hi. Monday morning makeup. I found something very interesting on my channel, and it was sorry, a community tab. I didn't even notice because I wish I could give some kind of a heads up, but I don't know if everybody knows about this community tab. I wonder if it's like a feed. I don't know. If you're new, hi, hello, how are you? Amanda, Sane Artist. And please hit the subscribe button. And I think you can turn on notifications, and then I think you might get notified when I do a community post about going live. Maybe. I may have to dash off quickly. We've got all kinds of stuff going on. I'm doing red aspen nails. I'm not selling them. I'm just wearing them. I think I'm going to do, what's this color? I am terrible about glue. I put too much glue on my nails, and I've taken off some layers, so my nails have seen better days. I don't know how to do glue on press-ons. Okay, good morning, Brittany. Okay, you should be working on report cards, but you know what? You can listen. I'm talking about your nails. I get these from Brittany Parker. So if you need, I need to put a link on my link tree. So text me your link, Brittany, and I'll put it on my link tree. I am going to be doing Winslow's in White Sands. That's what I'm going to put on tonight, maybe. I took a good layer off my nails. I think I'm going to try the paint glue. How's the paint glue? All right, I'm going to talk about, perfect, November 2nd. Throw your link in the comments in case anybody wants to click on it. Oh, it's going to disappear after my live. Okay, we have a bunch of new releases coming out, and they're oldies and goodies. I'm very excited for this. All right, so we've got this one. I'm going to show them all to you. I've been coming up with this amazing lip combination too that I've been loving. All right, we're going to get it in. I'm putting it in while people pop on. The brush on glue is much better. Okay, I'm going to order that next. I'm going to order that next. Got this one, this one, this one. Are there 5 new releases, Brittany? Why am I forgetting one? Can I get on my computer? Okay, we're going to do our makeup, and we know how it works. I may have to dash off. We got some stuff going on, and if somebody calls me saying, hey, we need you, then I'm going to go. All right, I did a power hour yesterday, and it went over. The moon is so pretty today. Okay, we did power hour. So when you join my team, if you want to share Saint makeup and you like it and you've convinced, see what made me join was I had convinced, I think like 3 people that I personally knew about Saint before I was a Saint artist. And so then I was like, God, I could have made a couple bucks off of that. I didn't know what the whole breakdown was of it. If you want to know, put it in the comments and I'll tell you. But I don't want to share it if nobody gives a crap. But when you join my team, I started implementing this thing that I think is decent. Brittany will tell you if it's decent, if she's still here or grading papers. But I do something called Power Hour, and it's just creating good habits. And I tell you all my things that I think would work and help based off of my experience and my teammates' experience, because I don't think we talk about it enough, but our team, I think, is unique because it's big. Don't worry, I'm not going to talk about the arts program the whole time because I think it's icky, but also I like it. But I come with this really, really incredible team, and Miss Brittany Parker is on the team. She's a little side sister with me, but she's awesome. If you don't follow her, go click on the comments when you see Brittany. It's pretty phenomenal. Yes, click her name and give her a follow. She's really good. She does some really great. If you don't like the long things that I do all the time, good morning, Hope. If you don't like my long stinking tutorials, Brittany Parker does amazing shorts on face, eyes. She has some really great videos to watch. Really great. But we have this amazing team. And so what I do is when you join my team, which has all different age groups, by the way, and I do this hour once a week, and you do it 4 times with me. It's a 4-session power hour, and we create good habits. We talk about content ideas, and you ask all these questions. I give you all these answers, and we sit down and talk about it once a week, and then I'm always here. I don't think a lot of people get that when you sign up with me, you get me, like a lot of me. Even if you don't want me, you get me. But anyways, I'm trying to think of what this other color is in these releases coming. I posted a video of them yesterday. This damn mouse. Anyways, I'm gonna do my makeup. I'm gonna put my Hydro Grip on. We're gonna do the eyes first because my under eyes have been extra dark. I did a tutorial yesterday and I feel like a Tim Burton character lately. And they're just so dark. So I'm doing my eyes first. We're just gonna go super subtle and we're gonna try to go quick. You're right. But I'm gonna try. And we're gonna do our makeup. I'm gonna use the new releases. So here's the nice thing about these new releases. God, which one am I missing? Okay, so the ones that I know are coming back right off the top of my noggin are, why is my mouse not working? Is that why? Jesus. Okay. Oh, Brittany, which one is it? Okay, so the first one, I'm just going to tell you now, is Love Spell. This one is so pretty. I'm going to swatch them really quick while my primer primes. Love Spell is the only gloss coming out, and it's really pretty. It is a brown tone, and I think it has some shimmer. I believe it's gilded is what the eyeshadow that's mixed in is. It's so pretty and it's sheer, but it also has some really great pigment if you want it to. The next color I'm so stinking excited about because we all know I love it and I tell everybody to go and get MAC Half Red, but I think it's $20-something or $30-something for a pencil that does one thing. Or dun, da, 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 Renaissance is coming back and it's my favorite. Renaissance is my favorite. We know that. I use it all the time. It's great on its own. I line my lips. Hi, Kathy. Good morning. Okay, Renaissance. It's a satin. It's well pigmented. It's just like MAC Half Red. And I'm so happy they have it. I line my lips. I fill it in with balm. But also, I'm going to use it today as my lip color. Renaissance lining my lips, filled in with Love Spell. Beautiful fall lip color. Then the other great color for spring, I don't care if it's fall, if you like pink, wear it. Pink Lemonade is coming back on the 2nd. And then another favorite, I like Sandstone, but you know what I like better than Sandstone? Rosewood. Look at how pretty that is. I feel like it's like Zion in lip form. It's such a pretty blush color. So pretty. I actually just saw somebody mix Zion in with their balm, and I feel like this is what it looks like. So stinking pretty. But the great thing is they're coming back for good. They're not limited edition. They're not just going to be here until while supplies last. These are back forever. Brittany, what's Tiger Lily? Thank you. Thank you. Tiger Lily is coming back and also for good. Where is it? Is this one it? This doesn't look like it, but it is. I thought Tiger Lily had, which one am I thinking has the shimmer? Jolene. I'm really glad Jolene's not back for good. The shimmer was purpley and it would get everywhere. But Tiger Lily is so, it's like Pink Lemonade in fall form. So darn pretty. And so these are coming back on the 2nd. Forever, forever, ever, forever, ever. I'm so pumped. It's going to be, these are really good. So, okay. Yes, wanting to try Renaissance. You don't want to try Renaissance. You will fall in love with Renaissance. So now I'm going to do my makeup. And I'm going to wipe this off and I'm going to use this to tell if I have. And, oh, I'm so glad that tomorrow is Halloween. I'm not a super fan of Halloween. My kids wanted me to make our house all scary, but apparently the bins are up with Christmas and my husband didn't want to get the Christmas bins and they don't want to build me stairs. And he says I'll die if I get them down with a ladder, but he won't get my bins. So I didn't get to fully decorate for Halloween. But whatever, it's not my favorite anyways. So it's okay. But what is Thanksgiving. That is my favorite holiday. I want to know what everybody's favorite family tradition is because I love traditions. I said I was going to be quick today, and by now I can already tell it's not going to happen. But I love having traditions and having something like when you look back on Thanksgiving when you were younger and your family put it on, what was your favorite thing they did and do you implement it now? Like I remember the cans of cranberry and cutting on the lines. That was my job. I refuse to do the cans. I make my own now. And I always wanted I was like the Randall of This Is Us. Like, I loved Thanksgiving, and I knew one day I was going to take it on. All right, I'm going to do my makeup, I promise. But I love it, and I want to know what everybody's traditions are, because if there's a good one, I'm probably going to do it. One of my favorites in this room behind my closet door are paintings. Every year, we do a Thanksgiving painting. They are awful. And I make Christmas Eve PJs. Oh, on Thanksgiving? That's a good idea. Is that right? Okay, we do a Thanksgiving painting every year. And my dream was that it would become a gallery wall of crappy memories. Not crappy memories, but like these pictures that over time will just get a little better. And it's such a fun tradition to do with the kids. It was something that my husband and I did together, and then the kids wanted to do it, and then he got lazy and stopped making. He's a really good artist. Like, he went to art school, and he's really good. So we have some really good ones. Like, we have this beautiful cornucopia picture. That may go in the living room this year because it's just too good. But he's working on a pilgrim. He's been working on this pilgrim for 6 years, maybe 5. That's a long time. Anyways, I'm ready for that thing to be done. It's sitting up in the garage, but it's just really funny. But I love Thanksgiving, and I love to hear what my kids are I can't wait to hear. My son would get mad because he had to peel potatoes every year, but he knows it's my favorite. And he's not going to make it this year, but my favorite Thanksgiving was when I had everybody here. There was a year that everybody was here, and it was so good. But when I grew up, everybody went to my grandparents' house. They have this, just this sweet, they built this themselves, and they have this beautiful log cabin, and the wall, it's like this one bit, it reminds me almost of Little House on the Prairie. I don't know why I say that, but you know how their fireplace separated the main house from the bedroom? But they have, when they were digging up the ground for building their foundation, they pulled up all these rocks, and they made it, all the rocks they pulled out, built up this wall. Okay, the rolls that all come, okay, hold on. We do these rolls, and all the girls come early to roll out. Okay, you're gonna have to send me a video of that because I want to see that. I love Thanksgiving. Like, it's almost like an obsession, and all my stuff is getting pulled out. But my grandparents built this wall, but everybody gathered at their house. And I love that we just lounged for the day. There was cooking going on. The house was warm. The fire was going. The food was smelling good. There was always appetizers. And everybody put everything aside because we're the family where good or bad memories are formed. You know, there's bad in there. I mean, it's family. There's going to be. But good or bad, like, we all would set it aside, and my grandfather would always make sure family is family, and you get together, and it's Thanksgiving, you come to my house. That's it, the end. And so we always did. And growing up, I was always like, I'm going to be the Thanksgiving house when my grandparents can't do it anymore. Now my grandpa's gone, and he was the glue. We never knew he was the glue, but he was the glue. And so when I met my husband, he liked Thanksgiving. So we're coming up on our 14th Thanksgiving together. This is our 14th year hosting. We've always done it, and it was always our goal that we would always bring both our families together. It was never like alternating, like everybody came to our house. And even when it was little, I mean, it used to be so little in this little house, and now we have this house, and I've turned it into something else, and it's my favorite holiday, hands down. And I have a whole system. It's like a well-oiled machine, and I collect pumpkins, glass pumpkins. I get a new one every year, and that was my other goal. Get a pumpkin every year, and then you'll end up with this great collection. My sister, my favorite thing about Thanksgiving is this gift my sister got us a couple years ago, and it's a decanter for wine, and it is a turkey carcass. It is a standing, like, turkey carcass. Like, it's got the feet, it's got the wings, no feathers, got the little wingies, and you fill it with red wine. There's no head. It pours out the neck. And it's the coolest part of Thanksgiving. We always name our turkey Albuquerque because there's a song called Albuquerque. He's our turkey. He's so fancy and so fine. I don't know if that's a common song, but the girls sing it. And my pride and joy is my table, the centerpiece. It's like, I love Thanksgiving. So I've got my menu put together. I labeled who's making what. My sister-in-law is bringing a special salad that she loves. And my other sister-in-law is in charge of the gluten-free baguette bread. We do a full gluten-free because my sister-in-law is celiac. So we do gluten-free and it works. It isn't so bad. I think I just pour extra stock in because I also take a gluten-free bread and I turn it into croutons rather than, I hate seasoned croutons. I hate them. I don't like them. But I've worked so hard on my stuffing recipe, and every year I was like, everybody taste it. Tell me what you think. Here's your card. Leave your notes. Thank you so much. I have a whole system. And when dinner's finished, you spend all day. And then for 15 minutes, everybody eats, and that's it. It's like hours going into this, and we all just sit there for 15 minutes. And then I throw a box of Ziploc bags on the table, and I say, men, go bag up the food. And then I'll do the dishes because I'm really picky about that too. All right, I did a comparison tutorial yesterday, and I used a Demi color that I've been talking about, and I finally got it, and it's NY-1, and it's a grainy yellow. It's a neutral yellow light. I put this over my acne scarring because I had put it on a customer who uses it for her rosacea. Now, I don't have rosacea. I have stuff. I have acne scarring. It's more pocky than red. And I did Aspen and I did NY-1 on this side. I made a tutorial about it. And here's what I think of it. You can watch the tutorial. It's decent. And I love it for rosacea. I don't love it for my acne scarring. I felt like when I put my makeup on over it, I've been trying different highlights too because I'm struggling to find my shade. And because my skin's going lighter. Anyway, but it's not an important one. It is an important one, but it's not the one. Anyways, I lost my train of thought. I can't remember what I was talking about. Oh, so I put it on, and I just felt like when I put my main highlight on, it's still, you could still see it more than with the Aspen side, because we all know how it looks with the Aspen side. So I prefer for spots and acne scarring, I prefer Aspen. And for, oops, wrong spot. And for rosacea, especially if you have it in the lower part of your face, NY-1. I wish I could show how well it covers, but I don't have the rosacea. But it is, I would say, better than Aspen. Aspen's really dense, and I think that because this has that neutral tone to it, I think it works better for rosacea. So if you haven't tried it, it is, sorry, I have this horrible cough. It's not a horrible cough, it just never ends, but okay, if it's on sale, so it's, instead of being a $22 Demi color, it's a $15 Demi color. It will last you a long time, but it is while supplies last. It is going to be discontinued when they sell out. So if you have rosacea, I would suggest getting it. I think it's a really great color for rosacea. I think it's worth it. If you're using a highlight color, they're great, but hello, Desiree. If you have rosacea, I definitely think it's worth getting. So NY-1. I also was playing with Demi, and I took this weird color, OY1, which is a bit punchier than YO. So I'm using I'm using YO1 under my eyes right now on my darkest points. I took OY, so it's lead with orange instead of yellow. And I used this on my trough right here yesterday, and I really, really liked it. All right. Like that, and then I just take this brush. I like having a little bit of the Demi Gloss, which is also on sale, I believe, for $15 because it's, I believe, being discontinued. I like keeping it on, like you can see on my brush, it just looks a little gunky, and it's just because there's gloss on it. I don't really load it. Use Sunlit, but now that your skin is getting lighter, which color should I use during the winter? Wait, for brightening, I use Sunlit all year round for brightening. Tell me that's not your main highlight. I've seen people use it and it's beautiful, but I'm always just fascinated when it is. I like Sunlit because it has built-in corrector. That's why. But I was using OY one just right here on the trough. And I liked it. I just like playing around. And then this little orange color just to sweep up the filthiness. Now I have the luxury of just like playing with all of them because I feel like it's my job to show you. I don't like recommending a bunch of Demi colors to people because I think that they're too expensive. And that's why I try to do colors like Saint-Tropez. I've been loving Saint-Tropez also, but Saint-Tropez, I think you pick up a little more lip and cheek when you're correcting under your eye than you would Demi. I can't say which one would last longer. I think Demi will still last longer than a 3D, but I like using a lip and cheek because it's a corrector, it's a blush, it's a lip. So, oh, for brightening. Do you feel like it's too light? Do you feel like it's too light? I would say, without knowing your skin, maybe white peach? I don't know. I want to try a new, I saw somebody doing this. I think it was Kat Fairchild. Now she was doing a Halloween makeup, but I liked how she started it. And I was like, I kind of want to try that. There's a couple things I want to try, but today I'm just going to do the brightening one, maybe next weekend. I saw one where somebody really rouged their cheeks with blush and then applied their makeup on. And I was like, But I'm going to do my brightening first. And I'm using Sunlit. My main highlight is Sandy right now because Amber's pulling too warm and Athens is washing me out. And so I'm using Sandy right now. But I'm going to take my blend brush on the short end and I'm going to go into Sunlit. I like Sunlit all year round. And I'm going to really put this up here over the brows. Oh, I said I was going to do my eyes first. Well, I will after this. Well, I'll do my under eyes. So I'm going to put this on and I'm going to bring it down my nose here. Crud. I'm going to stop and I'm going to do my eyes because of what I'm doing. I just realized I need to do my eyes first. So we're just going to look weird for a little bit. This is what happens. Or if she, okay, thank you, Brittany. Or if she likes the yellow. Okay, perfect. There we go. Look at teamwork making the dream work. Thank you, Brittany. Brittany is our other bigwig of the team. And I'm saying bigwig because she called other people, not herself, bigwigs the other day. But she's really great with color matching. And she helps me out all the time because sometimes I'm just not great at it. And lately, I feel like I need third, fourth, fifth opinions. Okay, I'm going to do my eyes. And I'm going to do a color I kind of did the gradient color yesterday with, oh, wait. Stop right there. I'm doing oranges. We're going fall, y'all, because Thanksgiving's here. Darn it. Wait, there it is. Okay. We're going to do oranges, Zion, and we're going to play with rosewood because it's my favorite. But I am going to take my eyeshadow brush right here. I'm going to clean it off on my tin. I just keep one loosey-goosey on my desk. Because, all right, we're going to go in. I'm going to take Cupcake, and I'm going to set it. I can hear my rooster, Ross. He's getting so much louder. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right. We're going to go in. I'm going to do a lot of orange today, but I'm going to use Oak. So we're going to go in with Leo as the transition color. Now, we know I like Leo. I use that on my gradient look. If you haven't played with oranges for fall, Leo is a really good one to start with. I'm just going to pop this up. And I bring it all the way up because it hides the hood. You see how it just gives your eye, you have real estate up here. And if you're not used to it, draw your eyebrow on first because if your tail is sparse like mine, you can pull it out and add real estate. But I love popping Leo way up here. I'm gonna grab some more and I'm just using this, any fluffy brush will work. I like Saints because it's double-ended and you have this little handy end. And we're going to pop this on. There is a new brush coming out. It's a more detailed eyeshadow brush. I can't remember. It has a really flat, skinny end, which I think if people like cut creases, they'll like it. And then I can't remember what the other end looks like, but I'm excited to try it. And they're coming out with all new brush line. So we've had the, I don't know if you can see them back there. But back there, let's push this down, are all my old Saint brushes. See how it has a black bristles and then white. Gosh, they're both. Let's see. White base, black tips on the brushes. There we go. And then they changed it to rose gold. And then, no. And then with the Demi brushes, they were silver. And so now they're streamlining them and they're making them all gold. And those are coming out on the 2nd. So if you're needing new brushes, they're coming out with new colors. Same brushes, one new one, that's it. All right, I'm gonna go into Zion next. Zion and Holly are super similar. If you have one, you have them both. They're that close in color. But this is like rosewood in eyeshadow form. It's so pretty. And I'm gonna tap this on and I'm gonna put this all over my lid. Kind of like a gradient color. And I'm gonna bring this up. I did a tutorial on this a while ago and I saw it yesterday. It just popped up and I was like, oh, I did really like that. And I love Zion and I haven't used it this fall yet. Grabbing it on the small end, tapping it off, and I'm gonna go under right here and bringing it up. Same thing, we're gonna put this on the, I did gradient with Holly. So if you saw the gradient looks, this is gonna be pretty darn similar, but I'm gonna add oak because I love oak. All right, boom, putting that on underneath, popping it back in. I'm gonna clean this off. I need a little palette. Okay, we're gonna pop this on. Okay, looks nice and even. I'm gonna use the small end because it's nice and dense, and I'm gonna go into oak, which just so happens to be in my eyeshadow palette. So I'm gonna push into it on the small end, tap off the excess, and I am going to push this out over and do a greater than, less than on my eye. So I'm pushing along the lash line, coming out on the outer corner of my lid, past my outer corner, you see that? And then I'm gonna push this up and I'm making this nice and bold and kind of a spot. And then I'm gonna take this fluffy end and I'm gonna blend it. Just windshield wiper this into Zion and give it some depth, just like that. Sorry, I'm getting so many things coming through. Okay, popping that in on the, do you see how it just deepened it a little bit, but it's not? Okay, so I'm gonna go in, tap it off, and we're gonna push on the lash line here, going out past the outer corner, pushing up on the bottom of that brow bone. Bottom of the brow bone, and this is why I like doing my eyes first, is because when you're using deeper colors like Zion, Holly, Oak, Philly, Trust, Coal, whatever, there's gonna hit fallout on this orbital bone, and then it just makes your eyes a little dark. If you have any face cleaning wipes, I'm all out. I haven't ordered any. I need to. I'm out completely. But just keep some close by and you can clean up under your eyes. All right, I'm gonna take, what do I want? It's fall, y'all. So we're gonna take, screw it, Peppa. It's just like the gradient. Look, I just added oak. We're gonna pop that as a spotlight color right here. This is just going to, Peppa is a peach tone with a bit more pink. So it's like Crush, but it's a bit pink. Maybe. Here, let's see. Hold on. Let me grab it. They're right by each other. They're so peachy, more pink. I like Peppa the most. The most. So I'm popping that on the mid of my lid here. And this is just going to lighten up that Zion with some shimmer. I'm going to grab, where is Drift? It's right here. I'm gonna grab a little bit with my finger and we're just gonna pop this up here because I didn't do it at the beginning. So I'm just pushing this up top, bada bing, bada boom. I'm gonna take my fluffy brush and I'm just gonna dust it, sweep up over that Peppa color to blend it out. It's a mess. Just start throwing colors on your lids, and if it doesn't look right, add eyeliner, add mascara, and add Peppa or Drift. You're fine. Adding it right there fixes it. And then eyeliner always. Well, mascara always. If you're not an eyeliner person, don't be. I'm going to hit my waterline right over here, right over here. And there we go. I really want to try my brightening first. I can't even remember if I've ever put my brightening on as a first color. So yeah. I'm going to go Steel, is it Stila? Like Steel eyeliner. But don't steal, that's bad. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit because I hate when my light above me does that. All right. If you have questions about what I'm doing and why I look nuts, ask away. The flip. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm going in. No, I want the big end. This is dual-ended. It says it's waterproof. Not sure about that. But I'm going to go in on the bigger end, and I'm going to hit this inner lid just to extend my lash line and give my eye just this extra skosh of definition. For some reason, now, anybody here tell me if I'm wrong or what. I feel like if I don't do this, my eyes look more mature, and then my whole face looks more mature. And I'm going to go 1/4 of the way in on the lash line, and I'm going to pull it straight out. And then once I hit the corner, I'm going to pull up like that. And then I'll go to the corner here. This is just like, think of coloring. You don't color first and then draw your picture. You draw your picture and then you color it in. So I draw the outline of my wing and then I color it in. I don't know. I also can't do eyeliner with a pencil. I think I have too much movement, maybe. I don't know. I just can't. So I'm going to go in 1/4 of the way, come straight out. And then once I hit the corner, I come up. Now I have hooded eyes, so I have to be really careful about my crease. Otherwise it'll fold into it and droop my eye. That's just how I do it. There we go. It's hard to talk while I do this. All right. Boom. We're going to do mascara real quick, and then we're going to do the darn face. If there's a color you need swatched, let me know. If there's a question you have, let me know. It could be about makeup, or it could be about Thanksgiving. I bake all week, or I cook all week, because not everything has to be made on Thursday. That's where it gets overwhelming. I'm super finicky where people offer to bring sides, and I usually say no because I like all my dishes to match. So like my sister-in-law is making this salad. I'm bringing her the bowl. I'm dropping the bowl off with her, and she can make the salad, but it has to go in my bowl. I had somebody insist on bringing an appetizer, and she brought it in a dish that did not match. And I wasn't rude, but I did say, you don't follow directions. I am what I am. I do all white dishes on my buffet. I've gone from food on the table to a buffet, because once you have food on the table, people are relying on other people to pass it down. I don't like it because I want people to enjoy their food. So a buffet, they could just go get up and get it. I don't know, but I get real into my table. My husband and I both cook. So we've done this since the beginning. We make a list, and then I label A for Amanda, R for Rob, and that's who's cooking what. So he does ham, he does turkey. Well, no, I do the ham now. He does turkey, gets real into it. He does mashed potatoes, gravy, deviled eggs, popcorn. We do popcorn as an appetizer. It's a good, easy appetizer, especially for people that are watching football. We finally, after 5 years, mounted our TV in an area so people can watch in 2 rooms and not just sit around. Anyways, I have things all over the house this year because I want everybody here all day. All day long, I want everybody here. I want everybody enjoying themselves. So I'm putting food all over and making it work for everybody. All right. But I make a list and I label who's cooking what. Then I make a grocery list. You have hooded eyes, and your tutorials have helped me tremendously. Yay! You've never liked your eyeshadow, Hope. Do you now? Do you now? You better. I always hated my skin. Now I found a way to make it work for me. It's good. It's good stuff. Eyeshadows are fun. Here's the thing. Makeup should be fun or we're doing it wrong. And that's it. Okay, my eyes are done. What do we think of adding oak to the gradient look? I like it. Okay, I'm going back into my brightening. I'm going to sweep off any excess powder. But I label who's cooking what. Then I make a grocery list. 2. There's his and there's mine. It's a his and hers grocery list. We go into the store and then break. And we usually end up done at the same time. And then we just wheel it in and check out and go home. I do a whole purge of the fridge. I have a system. Once you have a system, it's just a well-oiled machine and it's easy. All right, so I've got my brightening on and now I'm gonna go in under my eyes. We're gonna go lower today. I saw this and I just liked it. So I'm hitting the top of the cheeks first and I'm coming up. Now this could be a huge mistake. Keeping it as usual. So it comes up, gives my eye some lift. I'm doing the under eye soft tissue last because we don't want a lot under there. And I'm gonna tap on the soft tissue to make sure that there's the least amount right there. But I'm bringing this down. I feel like I could be extra bright. I don't know. Same. Orbital, going up, pulling it farther down, coming up into that corner to correct that redness with sunlit over the Demi. So we're stippling. Stipple, 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 stipple. Fluffy end, but beep, 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 beep. Don't stab your eye out. But pulling it way down. Making it even. This is going to be different. This is fun. I like finding all different ways to play with this. That's it. Whew, I am not being quick today. I was hoping I'd be done by now. And I'm not. Okay. Oh, gosh. Okay. I will help with that later. Okay. Sandy. Sandy is, okay, so with makeup, if you have maturing skin, and my skin, my birthday is next month, I'm going to be 43, things are happening, gravity's pulling, things are deepening. When you have mature skin, lightness is kind of your enemy. And I say that with all this brightener on my face, but you want to be a bit darker on your foundation. So if you're not using Saint, you can use the contours and the blush with traditional makeup, but you do want your foundation to be just a skosh dark, like a skosh dark, because it's going to help camouflage the maturity. This is the part that's been bothering moi lately. So I've been trying to do the Princess Catherine, where she tries to keep her chin parallel at all times. So if she's looking down, it's, I guess, like, I don't know. But I saw it happen. I saw a thing on it, so I was like, okay. And hopefully that helps. But I'm using Sandy, which is just a skosh darker than Amber. And I'm not as warm as I thought I was on my skin tone. So I'm going to go in on my blush and bronzer on the bunny tail end. That's what Brittany calls it. And I'm going to go down here first. And then I'm going to stipple it up. I feel like it's almost like underpainting with brightening. So we'll see what happens. So this is the only place I put my main highlight. I think it's worth playing with and trying. That's why I do the Monday makeups. Everybody does seem to be okay with the Monday makeup lives, and people do seem to be okay with me going too long. Wait a minute, Rain, did you say good afternoon? It is 9:20 for me. All right. Boom. We're just bringing that up over the scarring is really all I'm doing. Pushing it in towards the redness here. My redness has really been bugging me. And then right here under this brightening and over a little bit. Okay, it's lunchtime for you. Well, I timed this just right then. Okay, hopefully you're having a good lunch. All right, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna do the other side. So before, after. I just really like their coverage of Saint. So if you're wanting to try this and you're new around here, shoot me a color match. There's a link in the description and go ahead. If you're not new around here, hey, good to see you again. I should say that at the beginning. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my talking about Thanksgiving because it's like the time. Okay. Oh, it is 12:21 over on the East Coast. Most of my customers are East Coasters too. I should have thought about that. But after we split and get our groceries on, I label TUWTH, and that's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And that tells me which day I'm cooking what. Cranberry sauce, Tuesday. I like it to be real good and cold. And then on Wednesday, sweet potatoes. I don't do the cut up sweet potatoes. I do whipped. And what else do I make ahead? But I used to do stuffing ahead, but I felt that it was very dry. So I don't do my stuffing ahead of time anymore. And then Thursday morning, I just spend my morning in my PJs cutting up all the veggies for the stuffing, all the veggies for my brown butter carrots. And those are crock pot. And we clear off our entire counter. And I spend all my morning cutting everything up. And then my husband and I set timers on our phone. And we label them with what we're supposed to be doing. Like pull out sweet potatoes, pull out cranberries. And I also label my table. I have Post-its on the plates, and then I order people when it's time to start dishing or serving up the table. And I say, hey, go get the stuffing thing. And somebody gets it, takes the Post-it off, puts it down, and then bring me the dish. And then after I'm done, whoever's around, I can say, put this back. And the Post-it is waiting where it's supposed to go. It's a well-oiled machine. Am I alone with how I do this? I don't know. Okay, I'm going to go in and do my contouring now. Okay, you want to... I did a picture or a video of last year's. It's fun. If you're not on my Instagram, I go crazy on the Instagram when I'm getting everything ready for Thanksgiving. I'm really like hit and miss on Instagram. I'm so bad about it. I am ready for new brushes because my detail brush, I don't know about everybody else, but this little end always gets a little squirrely on me. All right, I'm going into Stone. I've been loving Stone lately because I miss the summer and I feel like this has a bit more warmth than cedar. And I'm going to go over and then I'm going to come down. Because I did that suede to camouflage my hyperpigmentation, I'm not using as much contour because the suede kind of just does it for me. Okay. Suede is a great, if you have hyperpigmentation and you don't want one more thing in your palette, use your suede contour suede lip liner as your contour. Okay. I do get insane about my Thanksgiving. Like I'm looking at all of it right now. My wreaths. Oh, I just got these leaf platters. One for charcuterie. I call it cookery because it's cuckoo. Like nobody eats cheese all year until all of a sudden it's on a pretty plate and they're like, I love cheese. And then it's also going to be my brown butter carrots. All right, taking this small end of the detail brush and I'm just pulling. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. This is why I don't do my brows at the beginning because this biffs them up. Look at that. That's nice, right? That looks pretty darn good. It's like paint by numbers. Has anybody seen those paint by number ads? It's probably going to pop up on your phones now because I said it on your phones, paint by numbers. And they're these beautiful pictures and it comes with the pictures, it comes with the paints and the brushes. They have like flower, they have so many pictures, but the flower ones look so pretty. Has anybody else seen those? I feel like I need those. Maybe I'll get that for myself for Christmas. Not another dish towel set, not another spatula set. Paint by numbers. I mean, I'm painting my face by numbers. Might as well do a picture by numbers. It looks very cool. I think they've been on my Pinterest too. I've been going crazy on Pinterest. You haven't liked or cared about eyeshadow, but you're enjoying it now. Good. Good. Oh, Desiree, you've got to go on Pinterest. Go look up paint by numbers if that's what you're talking about. Okay. It's ridiculous. All right, I'm going to go and do my schnoz. Now we're going to go in on the side. We're going to do this. Paint by numbers for a fun craft day with the fam. Yes, Lisa. That would be fun. My kids aren't there yet, and I'm way too controlling. I bought a sweatshirt, and I can't wait to wear it on here, and it says, I'm not bossy, I'm aggressively helpful. If that's not me in a nutshell, I am very aggressively helpful. Way too much, and I often, my husband has to tell me, he's like, he doesn't even say anything, he just goes, because I'm just a lot. I'm a lot. So I'm just drawing my 2 lines up top. Hello, Christian. We're just going to go like this. We're going to come up. We're going to come up. It's been so cold. I feel like it went from summer to winter. We didn't have a lot of fall weather. We've had some, where I live in Oregon, all we get are, yes, aggressively helpful. You know, they'll miss that when we're gone. We've had some, where I live on Oregon, when I live on Oregon, our fall is just wind, and we get hurricane force winds. That's what fall's like here. Ugh. And lots of rain. But it's gotten freezing cold. We've already had a frozen deck, and in Oregon, that never happens. Okay, I got my contour on. I feel like my bump is showing over here. I'm really picky about my nose. I'm going to take the small end. I'm going into sunlit, and we're going right. We're going to attempt to go down the middle. Excellent, Amanda. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, they've lightened over the last 2 years. Ooh, rose hip oil. Ooh, an Ordinary brand is very affordable. Look, I have some right here. This is for acne, though. It's pretty good. It's very thick. I'll have to try that. Okay. Oh, and frankincense oil. Do you put it in your sunblock? That scares me. That scares me. Okay, I'm going right here just because I have a red dot in between my brows. So I'm just pulling this up a little more, going down my nose. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Noses are hard. I don't care who you are. They're hard. They're hard. Okay. I think that this brightening thing, like, look at that. I mean, I was scared. I'm not going to lie. Because when you have maturing skin and you have large pores, I have large pores right here, that lighter shade can accentuate it. It can accentuate fine lines. And I just still wanted to try it. Because it's makeup. It washes off. Okay, we're going to go in and I'm going to add a little bit. I'm going to hide this thing. Boop. 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 Okay. Let's see. That's pretty good. And then we'll pull, 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 pull. And then I'm going to add to my neck because we can see what's happened here. So again, I'm going to start right here where it dips down more and then push up. Boom, 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 boom. Easy, 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 easy. I am going to be sharing all my Thanksgiving tips on Instagram. I've decided. My biggest decision of Thanksgiving every year is my napkin fold. And I was going to get these really cute napkin rings that say thankful, but then I remembered I already bought my napkin rings for this year. I'm really bad about not liking to keep things super the same. There's always something different every year on the table. All right, I have a turtleneck on, but my neck right here, I'm going to tap in between with the fluffy end of this brush into sandy and then bronzer, and then it's going to come right here. Roman chamomile for rosacea. Oh, what? Oh, this is what I don't like about YouTube. All these awesome comments are going to be gone. What does Roman chamomile smell like? And do you pat it on your face? How does this work? Because I didn't think you could take like doTERRA oils and be like, is it something you put on like a steamer? You put it on your face? Okay, so there, I used my main highlight and a little bit of bronzer to bridge that together right there. And because I have a turtleneck, I'm keeping it above my mature neckline. I keep it way up here. Just where it bends directly on your face. What? I didn't know you could do that. I did not know. Okay, bronzer. Never mind. I'm gonna do blush and I want to use Rosewood. I'm gonna go in with my favorite Frenchie over my, look at how nice. You could see a little bit of scarring. Smile. But look at that. This is so much better. So this is my bad side. And this is my better side. This side, I think it's because my driver's side window's over here. But I'm just going to smile, and I'm going to put Frenchie on the apple over my scarring. And then we're going to go into Rosewood. I love this color. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. All right, we're going to go in on the bunny tail end. You guys really put up with me. 50 minutes, and you guys are here. I love it. All right, I'm going in with Rosewood, and I start up here. Look at how pretty that is. Okay? Pop some over here because I picked up a lot. Why did he? Okay. Sorry, we have stuff going on and I'm getting messages. All right. Smiling, keeping it on. I like in the fall. Okay. I do my blush. You don't have rosacea, but that's good to know. I wonder if that would work if you have like a red breakout or a red, I mean, I got it. I'm going to have to try it. Okay. So in the fall, I like a good full cheek. Maybe it's just because I'm camouflaging like, you know, the fall 10, but the fall 20, I don't know. But I like a good full, like, I like a fat cheek. And so look at how pretty that is. Oh, and I'm just going to blend this out up and smiling. And then I'm going into Frenchie. Is this not such a pretty fall color? I get a compliment every time I get Rosewood. Sandstone, and yes, I can. Let's swatch it. Is it in my palette? Guys, I don't know what's in my palette anymore. No, it's not. Okay, Rosewood. It's so pretty. I love it so much. This was one of my favorites. Okay, there's Rosewood. And Sandstone. Sandstone is one of Harmony's favorites if you follow Harmony. Sandstone is more of like a brick. And then this is Rosewood. They're similar, but is that not pretty? And then paired with Frenchie to have that ombre. And I feel like they pair well together. Ugh. But yeah, it almost makes this look like a shade of red, but when you put it on, it's not. They're very similar on the face because who puts this on their face? Like, nobody's like, done. It's not Gem and the Holograms. All right. Does anybody remember them? Like the real ones, like USA Cartoon Express. Come on, that's my favorite. But they always put it on way too early, like 6 a.m. And even I couldn't wake up at 6 a.m. when I was that age. And I didn't have an alarm because I was 5. Probably didn't even know how to use one. Okay. Anyways, the Rosewood is so... You want this one for Thanksgiving. If you're looking for a good Thanksgiving look, like look at it paired with Zion, Leo, Zion, Oak, and Peppa with Rosewood. It is your, you just ordered Spellbound. I'm going to use Spellbound. No, I'm using Love Spell today. Spellbound is so pretty in Renaissance. There, I don't think, I usually will say like if you've got Zion, you don't need Holly. If you have Holly, you don't need Zion. You need Renaissance. Everybody needs Renaissance. Okay, so I don't even need bronzer with Rosewood. It's good on its own, but because of my acne scarring, I pair it with Frenchie. You can pair it with Saint-Tropez also, and it'd be really, really pretty. If you want, the difference to me with Frenchie to Saint-Tropez is, I think Saint-Tropez is the spring version of Frenchie. And so it just gives it a little more of a brightness than a warmth when you pair it together. It's just so darn good. All right, let's pop some brows on because look at this hair. You know, my hair's grown probably because I've been doing this, but I'm about to color my hair in a couple weeks and I'm going back to darker, and I can't do this look unless there's dimensional color, and there won't be, so these days are going away. All right, going into Trust. Woo! And I'm gonna go hard line, bottom corner, up, over. If you don't have a tail, good. Good. Draw that up and over, up to the top, follow that, and when your hairs stop on your brows, pull straight out. You can do this. I don't care. Okay, to those who don't know, must have these drops mixed with a carrier oil like rose hip. Okay. Fractionated coconut. What's that? Okay, I am not hip to the jive on all of this. I'm not. I saw where somebody put oils in their Saint makeup. It was interesting. And it made it, I'm oily, so I wouldn't do it, but I've seen where people do that. All right, quarter of the way in, we're going up and over. Up and over and hitting that top. We're just basically like the winged eyeliner. You draw it and then you fill it, okay? Then we're going up and over. This is such a good Thanksgiving look, and I'm always looking for a good Thanksgiving look. This is my favorite. And, oh my gosh, I'm just so excited. All right, we're going up. We're a no shoes house too. Who here is a no shoes house? And, and, ooh, queen, thank you. I'll take it. I had a crown, but my daughter stole it. And put it on her stuffed animal. Really burnt my biscuit. We're just going to flick this up, up, up. And then we're filling it in by pulling from those two hard lines. If you ever feel like this line right here, butt stops, I don't know how to call it. That's just what I call it. Take the pointy part of your angle brush and just push it in. And then go and take your spoolie, dip it into your brow wax. I still have some moisture on it. Okay, I have a question about the big M. People who don't like the word. Is it just the shortened version, or is moisture okay? But when you take the "you're" out, is that when it's bad, or is it the whole word? It doesn't bother me. I don't like feeling somebody's hand like that. Like, that's gross, but the word doesn't bother me. But I'm always curious, like, can I use the full length version and not gross people out? Okay, that's a good brow. I like, okay, when I'm explaining it, it takes a long time, but once you figure out how you like them to look, they go on quick. They go on quick, and having a small palette is good. I like the Demi Palette 6 because these aren't available. Hopefully they're gonna bring them back. They don't tell me anything, but if you are looking for a small in-your-face palette and you didn't get this guy when it was a gift with purchase that sold out quick, if you get the Demi Palette 6, it's 1 tin bigger than this. It's basically the same size, and they're so good. If you have a loyalty link and you're not sure what to get, that's funny, get a Demi Palette 6 with your credits. All right, drawing that top line, drawing it out, flicky, flicky, flick, and blend it together. Push, 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 out, 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 pulling, pulling, pulling. Okay. This is a fun makeup look. I'm so glad Halloween's done. Well, it's not done, but I'm so glad. I don't like these dark colors. They make me look old. All right. Ooh, I need to comb my... this hair. People tell you, I had somebody on one of my reels say, brush your hair. I'm like, you don't know how curly hair works. I've done that though. My husband does not like he calls this the wet look. It reminds him of like when we were in high school, there was the greasy kids. He says, looks wet. But then my daughter asked me, she touched my hair. She goes, oh, it's not wet. I was like, oh, it does look wet. It's probably the mousse, but you just keep playing with it. Okay. This is I love fall. Get rosewood. Okay, another thing coming with the new releases is an advent calendar. They don't always do these. This is the third one they've done, and they're coming out with, it's $125 US. I don't know what it is Canada. Maybe Brittany can tell me if she's stuck it out with me. And it comes with 12 brand new limited edition eyeshadows. So we have all the eyeshadows. You know, we've got this giant palette of, I think there's 47 eyeshadows currently. They're coming out with limited edition, only in the advent calendar, 12 new ones. I don't know what colors they are. Nobody does. And frankly, I don't think I want to ruin it for people. So I might do an eye look of the day for 12 days. As soon as I get it, I'll start doing it maybe, or should I stick to the 12 days? But this one will sell out. I'm staying up. It comes out on the 2nd at midnight Utah time, Mountain time. So 11 p.m. Pacific time, midnight, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. for time zones. I'm staying up because I have never, okay, I'm an artist. I have never been able to get one. They always sell out, and I'm usually pretty quick to the jump. I have never gotten one. I've always missed it. Doggone it, I better get it this time. I've always missed out on them. Okay, let's do lips. We're gonna contour. I did a lip. I don't know if anybody went to the fall bash that our team did, but I did a lip contouring video and I used the multitasker brush. I'm gonna show you how to do it without a brush at all. Just take your finger and we're just gonna do a soul patch and you just smoosh it, smash it, okay? 175 Canadian. Thank you, Brittany. Good gosh. How many report cards have you finished? 5? Okay, I will do an eye look each day for each color, and I'm going to stick to the 12 days. I just can't ruin it for people. And honestly, I'm not going to look at anything. I'm going to, how am I not going to see these darn colors? I don't even want it ruined for me, and I know it's going to be. All right, just smash it in, make that little shadow. If you put this on your lip, nobody's going to care, nobody's going to tell, but put it half lip, half up with your finger. You just want that little shadow above the mid lip. You want it to look like your lip is doing this, okay? Take whatever's left on your finger and come up, okay? I can't believe how long I've been on here today. Oh my gosh, it's been over an hour. Then we're gonna take that finger, we're gonna go into our brightening, we're gonna go boop, boop, and then we're gonna just smear it here. You don't need the tidy brush. I know a lot of people don't want to spend the money on a multitasker brush. They'd rather go buy a few other things like brush cleanser or another palette. 'Cause there's 3 new palettes coming out on November 2nd. One is a black with it's got lace. It looks a lace pattern on it. That comes in all the sizes. And then they have a black and I think it's like a cream. I think they're calling it gold, but it's gonna have this kind of texture where it's not shiny and it's gonna be cream. So black and cream, and then it has an embossed ST for Saint on it, so it's going to be lifted, it's going to be hard on it, and it has a gold one on the cream one and a black one on the black one, but it's only going to be available in this size, so this is an 18. I'm definitely getting one as a gift. I have to spend real money on these things, I don't get them for free, but a gift for me, I'm going to get the black for me, and then I think I'll get a 12 in the black lace. I like the 12, that's my favorite size palette, but that's how I do my contouring without a stinking brush, okay? You don't have to have a brush. All right, the last combo with the new shades coming out. I am going to line my lips with Renaissance and I'm gonna fill them in with Love Spell. Love Spell, I think, is a very particular color that's not for everyone, but this combo is a good, I'm gonna use my multitasker brush, I was just saying nobody wants. This is a really good fall combo. But this is a Thanksgiving look. Maybe I'll make it its own. Okay, none. Okay, you're putting scores in. Okay, fine. All right, I'm gonna go in on the big end. I like a bolder lip line. I don't want it thin with this end. So I'm gonna go into Renaissance and we're just gonna line. I don't outer line. I just really focus on tidiness on the Cupid's bow. And I try, you have a natural shine. You see that natural white shine? And I smeared, this is how you know when, that's the tell. When somebody's outer lined their lips, that shine is what gives it away that they outer line their lips. So I try to push this up onto that shine because it's your lip. But if you go outside of that shine, you're done for. Everyone knows. I saw somebody, and I'm not going to say who, but they were showing the different shades and they significantly outer lined their lips. And I was like, I'm awful. All right, going down. Open her up for sharpness. I hate lining my lips in front of people, so I'm probably gonna cover it a little bit because I don't. There was a big debate with my husband and I about the cover picture on tutorials or on any YouTube video. And he said, and he didn't mean this in a naughty way. I'm just going to start off by saying that because it's going to sound naughty when I say it. He says people get more activity on their videos if they take their picture with their mouth open. That sounds dirty because we're all innately dirty people. But that wasn't what he meant. I need to lower you guys because I'm not sitting on my foot anymore. That's too far. Okay, thing is real hard. Anyways, so it's smiling with your mouth open like, ah, hey, yeah, okay. But he says that those pictures do better. I kind of did. If you go back on my videos and look at my cover pictures, you can tell when we had this conversation because I did it and I didn't notice a difference. I didn't. Okay, coloring in the inner corners. There we go. I just can't let you guys see my mouth. Okay. I must have split my lip or something right there. Anyways, okay, we're going to go into Love Spell. I get Spellbound and Love Spell mixed, but it's this really, it's a brown. I'm going to call it brown. It has some subtle shimmer to it. It's a gloss. This is the only gloss they're releasing new. And I'm going to fill in. I don't like a heavy outer line like I did back in 1994 when Dangerous Minds was very popular and Pamela Anderson's lip line. I loved doing it because I thought I looked just like Pamela Anderson, but it's not the way now. Okay, is that not a pretty fall color? I'm telling you, Renaissance goes with every color because half red goes with every color. So this is half red, my poor arm. This is half red. I need to sharpen it. And then this is Renaissance. See? Same. They're the same. I love it. It's so good. Okay. This is a great fall look. Orange tones, you wouldn't say these are orange tones probably once I mix that. It's such, if you're looking for a good fall Thanksgiving look, if you're taking pictures for fall, if you're getting your Christmas cards ready, I don't know, rosewood. Get rosewood, get Renaissance when they drop, but they are here forever. So if you're trying to budget for Christmas gifts and you're wanting to get those new palettes, if you're wanting to get that advent calendar, I say set your alarm and go buy it when it drops. Sorry, if that's 2 a.m. your time, I'm just telling you to get up. I know Brittany is going to sleep and then waking up. I'm staying up. But no, wait, it was Sabrina who said that. But if you're looking for a good fall cheek rosewood, it's so pretty. It's a beautiful color. I've paired it with Frenchie. I think it's good. If you've watched me like 3 times, you know you should have Frenchie in your palette already. Everybody should have Frenchie in their palette because it's a great tool. It's not a standalone color. I know there's a heavy debate on that. I don't think it's a standalone color depending on your skin tone. If you're very fair-skinned, Frenchie can be a really pretty color. But if you have a deeper skin tone than, say, if you're candlelit or darker, if you know your Saint shades, Frenchie is a tool more than a blush color, unless you're pairing it with something like Bella Bronzer. It's really pretty. Okay, rosewood and Renaissance. That is really pretty too. My problem is that it's just not quite creamy enough, and so it looks dry, so then you add balm. But anyways, that rosewood is a really pretty lip color, especially my hairstylist loves orange tones, and rosewood is her favorite. I've been trying to find an extra one somewhere and I haven't. Now it's coming back, so it's great. But rosewood is so pretty. Renaissance goes with everything. Rosewood, I love it. It is my favorite, but when it wasn't available to anybody, I wouldn't use it. But this is a great fall look. I'm going to stick to fall looks every Monday. I'm going to give a different kind of fall look on our Monday lives, and they will, dear God, not be 70 minutes long. But I got talking about Thanksgiving. It was my plan to talk about Thanksgiving. And then I talked a little bit about the artist program. If you're wanting to join my team, there is an incentive coming in January. So just keep it in your noggin, mull it around, do all the things. But there is an incentive. It's a pretty good one. If you signed up for the artist program, so if you're just thinking about it this much, they're giving this away to everybody who signs up. It is a artist palette. It's the one that I use to hold all my eyeshadows. It doesn't come with this label. I added that. But you get this red, beautiful palette if you sign up. And then you also get a ticket to a virtual conference in February, and I'm hosting a watch party in person for my team. If you join my team. So that's that. So if you get, there's 3 size kits. The 2 bigger kits get the ticket and get the palette. If you get the smallest kit, you don't. But that's my live for Monday. It's been fun. I always like these. These are my favorite. And I'm going to let everybody go. For those who stayed, gosh, you're awesome. But this is a good fall look. I'll have another one next week. Maybe I'll do Renaissance. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to swatch something. Oh, gosh, it's at the end. I was supposed to swatch Muse and Cedar. I should have done that at the beginning. Okay, Muse is a very dark highlight color. Oh, I feel so bad that it's at the end. Somebody asked me to do this and I was supposed to do it at the beginning. So this is Muse. This is the darkest foundation color we have. And Cedar. Where are you? That's Olive. If you have to go, that's okay. This is Cedar. Okay. Cedar. It's just cooler. This is darker. This is warmer. This is cooler. So that's Cedar. And somebody had asked me to swatch it. Gosh, I should have written that on a Post-it. But they were contouring with Muse. I just think it's too creamy. I like contouring with the dense contours, but I've also contoured with bronzer. So I'm using you as a mirror now. But that's now it. Now I'm done. And I'm going to go do some adulting, mothering, wifing, the things. Oh, this is a Demi Palette 6, by the way. I had talked about it. I'm just all over the place today. But see, it holds 2, so you can have it this size, but it holds 1 extra one, so you could pop one of these in, and it's really good. All right, these are Demi colors that are going away that I wanted to try as lipsticks. Anyways, nobody needs to know that. Okay, I'm done now. That's it. I'm going to do Renaissance and Rosewood next Monday as my lip color because I want to see that. And we'll have a new fall shade to play with next Monday. I don't know if I'll have... I need to find out when the 12 Days of Christmas starts. What day of the month is that for 12? That's in December. I'm not doing that. As soon as I get it, I'm going to start doing the 12. Okay. Fall look. That's it. Thank you, Kat. All right. Have a great day.